everybody, it's Melanie from Mel's Inky Fingers. Happy Friday. Whew, it is summer. Is it so scorching hot where you are? Because here it has been really warm and the summer storms are upon us. It's like full-blown summer here. So I think it's pretty much warm in a lot of places right now. So I'm inside where it's nice and cool and looking forward to a fun hour of creating with you. So today we are going to once again use the absolutely adorable Notes and Totes Bundle. I can't get enough of this. And we are going to make this card, but we are going to make it in all kinds of variations so that you can see how versatile this simple layout can be. And if you were with me a couple of weeks ago, we made a couple of cards using a lot of the die cut elements. So I hope I'm giving you a vision of how creative you can be with this bundle, and it's just so easy. So when you jump on, say hello. I'm going to give everyone a couple of minutes to find me here so that we can create along together. Now I do have some announcements. So I know every week I say, don't forget to go over to YouTube and follow me there because this video will be gone in 30 days. I will no longer be able to store a lot of content here on my page due to the new Facebook policies. So if there are a lot of videos here you would like to see, I would watch them. They go away in about 2 weeks. So all of a sudden you're going to come to see videos and they're just all going to be gone. There's only going to be a handful here. So follow me over here. I am chipping away at getting as many over on YouTube as I can, but I can tell you right now, I'm not going to be able to get them all over there. There are just too many. All right, time is running out as well as space to join me for the Stampin' Up! Virtual Album Retreat. This is going to take place live virtually with Stampin' Up! July 16th through the 18th. Purchasing your kit is your registration to this amazing event that is going to include all the supplies to make 24 scrapbook pages. All the supplies, meaning the consumables. So all your paper, specialty papers, ribbons, trims, embellishments, interactive or techniques on every page. And there is a video here. If you go back a few days, I posted a video that Stampin' Up! Did where they showed you close-ups of the layouts. They are just darling. And the interactive elements are phenomenal. There are still kits left. I know they are selling through them, and when they're gone, they're gone. So I don't think you're going to be disappointed. The stamps are adorable. They will be easily used for a long time to come for card making and scrapbook making. But if you want to join Stampin' Up! Live, they are going to be live virtually from 2 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Mountain Time, July 16th, 17th, 18th. That's a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If you live in Northwest Ohio or you would like to travel to Northwest Ohio, I am going to be doing an in-person event where I'm going to stream this content. Now, all this content is going to be stored and available for anyone who registers. So that you can access it whenever it's convenient. So if you can't make the live event and you can't make the in-person event, it's not a problem. You will be able to access all 12 classes. There's going to be 12 classes, one for each 2-page spread at your convenience. Now the in-person event is going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, July 18th through the 20th here in Northwest Ohio. You are getting this event gifted to you when you purchase your kit in my online store. It automatically registers you for the Stampin' Up! Content and my in-person event. If you choose to attend, you just need to let me know because I do have limited space. I am going to gift you table treats each day, a little gift each day, snacks, a lunch, drinks. It's going to be a ton of fun. And if you can only make it 1 or even 2 of the days and not all 3, or if you can only make it part of each day, not a problem. Just let me know you're coming and you will have a space. And if you are attending virtually and you get your kit through my online store, I am still going to be sending you a package of goodies that you can enjoy while you create. So 3 options: join me in person, join Stampin' Up! Live, or do it on your own timeline simply by purchasing your kit. All right. Time is also running out for the amazing sweet sale. That's a buy one, get one from Stampin' Up! They have never put complete sweets on sale before in all my years. And the fact that you can purchase one and get one at half price is absolutely phenomenal. So when you purchase one, you're going to get the lowest price item free. So if you need help maximizing your savings, please reach out. I placed 2 orders. I put my sweets on one and I put my individual sweet items on another, and the shipping did not change. It did not change how much shipping I was going to pay. So grab your sweet items now. Bundles, full suites, designer series paper, ribbon, embellishments, you name it, it's included if it's part of a suite. Now, today is also the very last day for the Notes and Totes Creatively Inked Kit. You guys, I cannot tell you how much fun I've been having with this bundle. It's so stinking cute. Let me show you the projects. Again, today's the last day to reserve this kit, and I got my first order of supplies arrived today for the reservations that I already have. So as a reminder, I'm not going to show you the insides. Only subscribers get to see the insides. This month there will be 2 fancy folds that have pop-up elements inside, so super cool. So here's a card. Absolutely gorgeous. How cute. Super summery and beachy. And then every month you receive a completed card with the instructions to make it. And we are actually going to make this card together today. Now, in your kit, you will receive this card completed. You also receive both a video and a written tutorial so that you can create it on your own if you choose to. So you get 6 projects in your kit. It includes 5 cards and 1 non-card item, as well as about $20 of Stampin' Up! Supplies to create with. And this month, you're going to get beautiful paper, you will receive sparkly gems, some twine, and you will have a ton of fun creating your projects. And I didn't show you the 3D item. Look how cute. So, so cute. Now, if you joined me a couple of weeks ago, we made this project and this project together. So really cute beach themed card, and you can use this really large tote die. Let me pull it in here. What did I do? Here it is. So here is the bundle. Now the dies are absolutely phenomenal, and you have, let's talk about this because you have lots of little elements in here. Well, I get this out. Let me see. Hey, Julie, welcome. Hi, Joan. Oh, thanks, Joan. They are cute. Let me see. Not everyone shows up on my computer. Oh, hi, Melissa. Welcome. All right. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone. So welcome. I'm glad you're here. So this tote die is incredible. And I have found so many different ways to use this. It die cuts what could be half of a tote. It puts the score lines, it puts stitch lines, it's your tabs for your bottom. It is so neat, but you can so easily alter this to make so many different things. Now, what you are seeing on this card that we made together is one of the ways that it can easily be altered to make a different shaped bag. And then you have handle options. So you have this style handle, which is what we used here. You have this handle, which was used here. And I made a teeny bopper card the other day, and I used this to make headphones, and I put tiny little circles on the ends for the ear part of the headphones. So This set just has limitless possibilities for creating. At some point I have to move on and use other things, but I don't want to. So really fun. And all of these things can be made in so many different ways. This is a scarf for the bag, but you're going to find it's used in other ways in your Creatively Inked kit this month if you choose to subscribe. So if you would like to make either of these projects, please hop on back a couple of weeks here on my Facebook page. You will find this video where we made these together on a Friday afternoon. Really easy, super cute, and you can pull in any designer series papers that you have to make it, and even scraps, because they're smaller pieces that I used, so you can even use up some scraps. All right, so now let's talk about what we're going to make today. So today we are going to use the stamp set. Now last week, or I should say a couple weeks ago, we focused a lot on the die cut elements, and we used this really pretty heartfelt sentiment here, sending warm wishes, and then relax, you earned it, to make these two projects. So you saw the bag elements, the cute little C elements, this adorable little pocket, and you can actually slide little things in there. You could have easily recreated this and added sunscreen or a tag to the bag, or put the water bottle in there, or even a little seashell would be adorable in there. But today we are going to focus on the really pretty sentiments in here. Now, the one thing that I have failed to share with you that I love is this. So this die here is to create a newspaper. Now, you could use this for so many other things. And this is to create these newspaper die cut with the little binding here, and then you have all these cute little headlines that you can use to put on there. It's so cute. In fact, I'll give you a sneaky peeky. All right, so here, this is from the 3D item, and look how cute. We made this little newspaper, and you're going to add that into your little 3D item that you're going to make in your June kit. So you can see how the headlines were used. I used another part of one of the headlines here to put across the bottom, like it's the newsprint. So it's really cute. I think you're going to find those really fun to incorporate into your projects. All right, so today we are going to focus more on this pretty stamp set. And I think my favorite stamp in here is these really pretty flowers, although I have really enjoyed using the sun and the splash of water as well. So, oh, hi, Simone, welcome. So Simone is asking, on this class, do you provide videos put together all? So I have been debating, okay, well, let me answer your question. So right now, no, not every project gets a video. What you do receive is you get an overview video where I talk about tips where I think it's helpful to reiterate, pointing out special little things about assembly if there are things I want to bring to your attention. Now, your PDF tutorial has tons of photos in it. Your PDF tutorial also includes links to tips and tricks videos. For example, embossing, and I know that's something that you and I had talked about before. There's a link for heat embossing. So as you're following your instructions, when you get to a step where maybe you need to heat emboss, I'll say for tips and tricks on heat embossing, view this video, and the link is there. You can just click on it. It takes you right over to the video to watch it. However, I have been debating adding in a video for each project. Now, I will say I am very closely watching the views on the videos that I do include in the tutorial, and most of you are not needing those. So if you would find videos for each project helpful, I will consider adding that into this subscription because this is a premium subscription kit. Everything is done extremely well and ultra inclusive intentionally to make this phenomenal. So if I hear from others that they would like videos, I will consider adding in a video for each project, at a minimum for the 3D project. All right, now I can tell you for the July kit, I am going to include a video tutorial for the 3D item because it's a little stepped up and it's not hard, but I think it will just be easier to have a video to follow along in case you would like it. So hopefully that answers your question, Simone, and hopefully that's helpful. All right. All right. So let's jump into today's project. We are only making one, so I had a little extra time to talk with you today. So we are going to make this project that's going to be included in your June Creatively Inked kit, where you will use your Notes and Totes bundle. And if you don't have your Notes and Totes bundle, you can choose to add this to your kit at a discount because I pay the shipping and tax when I order it, and I can include it right in your kit. You can choose to order it yourself, or you can choose to substitute something you have on hand. I will say, this kit really focuses on the dies, so at a minimum, I would recommend having the dies, and if you want to substitute other stamps, pull something from your stash. But it's going to be hard to make all the bag elements without this particular die. You can always pull other little things that you have on hand. However, I do have people that challenge themselves and use bundles they have on hand, and they always enjoy that. So it is up to you, but I will be honest with you. Reach out to me if you have questions, all right? So let's talk about what you need for this particular card. So the measurements will be included in the PDF tutorial, but we are going to use the Floral Impressions Designer Series paper to make all of these projects that I'm showing you today. And this paper is beautiful. I love the colors. They're very bright and summery. I also love that there's tons of different colors in them. So you can pull in any cardstock colors that you have on hand. So this is a really great way to use up little scraps that you have, whether it's designer series paper strips or if it's cardstock strips. This is a really nice way to use those up because this card is made with all strips. All right. So this is a thick basic white card base. It's standard size at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Now I am going to work with this pattern that is the pinks. And there's some purple. So this is Strawberry Slush in here as your main pink, but there's also, oh, I thought I had Flirty Flamingo. I guess I'm wrong. So different tones of Strawberry Slush for your pink. Now that doesn't mean that other pink cardstocks won't match. I mean, I can guarantee you, you could probably pull in at least 1 or 2 other pink cardstocks. So if you don't have Strawberry Slush, it's okay. You could go with one of the greens. You could go with the purples, the yellow. Then you are going to want 2 pieces of cardstock that are cut 4 by 5.5. One will be for the front, one will be for the inside. Then you will want a piece of cardstock that's 5 inches by 1.5. That'll be a front layer. That's a good scrap. And then 2 of the same size of whatever designer series paper strips you have on hand. So these are about 1.5 inches by 5 by 1.5 inches. So they're the same size as that cardstock strip. And then I have a little strip that I'm going to put on the inside. This one is about 1/2 or 3/4 of an inch wide. It's 3 3/4 inches long. And that's going to go on our basic white layer that's cut 5 by 3 3/4 for our inside. Then on front, we are going to use a perennial postage die cut. I love these. You can use any other shape or die cut that you may have on hand. So for this, we are using the 3rd largest. So 1 first largest, 2nd largest, 3rd largest. All right. So this is the one we're using. And we're using this one because it fits really nicely over the larger sentiments of the Notes and Totes bundle. So you can see that those sentiments are a little bigger. So we're just accommodating that size. So that's cut from basic white. Now, if you have circle shapes or you have other rectangles or squares, use what you have to make a really nice shape layer. And then you're going to want to cut a piece of basic white that's just a little smaller than your die cut shape, because that's going to go on the front like that and layer over the top. Okay? All right. Now for embellishments, I'm going to pull in some twine, and I am using a twine today that's actually on the last chance list. And this is the Baker's Twine 3-color pack. It's still available. It's an amazing deal. I think it's like $4.80 for, you get 3. I have some combined packs, but you get 3. You get Lemon Lolly, Flirty Flamingo, and Balmy Blue. It goes great with this paper because you have the blues. Look how good the yellows go. So here you can see how nicely that coordinates, even though these colors aren't necessarily in the paper. I love how you can mix and match Stampin' Up! Items. And then I grabbed these iridescent foil gems to add to the front because they're simply going to go with everything. And you can see the little iridescence picks up really nice with the pink and the blue and the purple. You can see how it changes. All right. So Simone says, thank you. Well, you're welcome. She prefers a video. Yes, videos are helpful. Okay, I will make note of that, Simone. Thank you. All right, so let's start by putting our front together. So for our front, we are going to want the 3 matching strips, 2 in Designer Series paper and 1 in cardstock. And we are just going to layer these. So I'm going to take liquid glue. You can use Stampin' Seal. I like to be able to move and slide my layers in place. So I tend to use liquid glue a lot because you have that ability to make adjustments. So I'm going to put 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom. Make sure that they are lined up. And then this is going to go right over the top to make those edges nice and clean. So I'm going to put that over the top like that. So you can use, again, some Tombow, or you can use your Stampin' Seal, whatever you prefer. So I will just center that right over those edges, and it just makes it a little cleaner. And again, you can adjust the size of the strips if you want. Use up what you have. Any Designer Series paper will work and make this beautiful. Now, this card could also be made with Fresh Freesia or Highland Heather. Shaded Spruce or Garden Green would be beautiful. You could pull out the golds with Crushed Curry or Daffodil Delight or Darling Duckling. Possibilities are endless. All right, so now I'm going to take this die cut shape. If you're using a punched shape or a different die cut shape, that's fine. Go ahead and adhere that right down to the center of the card. So I'm using some Stampin' Seal here. I need to clean them out. So if you ever have your adhesive coming off like that, open up your case and check the mouth of your dispenser. So you can probably see that I have goop, and you pull that off. See how I have goop there? And that is what was keeping my Stampin' Seal from coming off nice and smooth. So I periodically do that. This is just natural for that to do that. And if you simply pull it off, it will help your Stampin' Seal come off a little cleaner. It'll also prevent your tape from getting caught and maybe not dispensing well at all. So now we're going to put this right in the middle. So I'm just going to center this right over that strip of Strawberry Slush cardstock. Hi, Bonnie. Welcome. Oh, I hope it's nice in the far, far north. I hope you're having a great day. Okay, so now I am going to use Flirty Flamingo. The yellow would also be pretty. I don't really see any blue on this paper, but look, you wouldn't think that you would pull Flirty Flamingo with the strawberry slush, but look how nice that goes together. You can just see how it blends, even though it's not the same color, it coordinates so well. So I'm going to wrap this around 1, 2, and then I'm going to cut this and tie it in a bow. And we are actually going to layer our stamped sentiment over the top of all of this. And this is going to give it a really nice element of interest. So let's tie this. If you want to put a little tiny glue dot here, whoops, I am crooked. Let me get a little more to work with. All right. So if you want to put a little dab of adhesive or a glue dot right underneath this, that always helps make tying bows with ribbon or twine easier. Or you can just forge ahead like me and hope it turns out okay. All right, so we're going to make this bow a little bigger and pull that knot really tight. Now that knot is going to sit underneath our stamped sentiment. So here is the front of our card. I'm going to take these tails and kind of pull them while I hold my knot there so that they come out from underneath that sentiment. All right, so let's take this and adhere it to our card front. So here's our card front. Let's put some dimensionals on here. Oof. I thought it was out. Whew, that would have been good. So put our dimensionals on here and put this right down on our card front. And we're just centering this, just like that, okay? All right, so now we have this piece of basic white cardstock, and it's cut so that it's just a titch smaller than whatever die cut shape you have. So you can cut it, measure this, and cut it 1/8 shorter in both the length and the height, all right? So I'm going to pull in my new favorite black. It's not black, but I'm using it in place of black, and I'm going to use Secret C. And we have options here. So we have Sending Warm Wishes, Just a Note, Relax and Enjoy. Any of those would be really cute on this. And I made several to show you and use Just a Note. So I'm going to use the Sending Warm Wishes on this one, just so that you can see a little variety. So Joan says Strawberry Slush is her favorite new color. It is so good, isn't it? I love it too. All right, so Sending Warm Wishes. All right, so there you go. Now let's put this away. You could also stamp this in any of the coordinating colors if you prefer. And then I'm going to put this on with dimensionals because I want it to sit really nice and flat over the top of that twine. So I'm just going to put a dimensional in each corner and leave this middle section open so that that twine can run underneath there. And this will sit nice and flat on our card front. I don't want any bumpy card fronts. Do you know what I mean? Does that bug you when you put a card together and it's got bumps in it from the layers underneath? Yeah, I don't like that. So I always make sure that my elements will sit nice and flat. Now that knot is going to be kind of right along the edge there. And we'll put that down. And then this little fun bow will just kind of hang out like that. And you can trim your twine if you need to even it up. How cute is that? So easy, right? Okay, so now let's pull out our little gems. So we have these cute little iridescent foil gems. They're one of my absolute favorites. They work on every project. And I mean, I don't think I have made a project yet that they didn't work. They just work. Do you use these? Tell me if you have used these little gems. And then you can, I don't know, where should I put them? I can put one here. I can put a little one here. You know what? I might just keep them all on this side. I might not put any up on that corner. You can mix and match and do whatever you want. So there is our project front. So now let's turn our attention to the inside. And we're going to keep the inside simple because this is more like a little note card. So let's pull in the elements for the inside of our card. So here is our second 5 1/4 by 4 inch colored cardstock piece. And then we have a 5 by 3 3/4 inch basic white piece. And I'm going to put a little glue on there and add this. All right, and then here again, let's use up all those little strips. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue down the side, and I'm going to add this little strip right to the edge, like that. How cute is that? So now we have options of how we would like to put this in our card. So this is going to go on the inside. So we can put it in like this with our strip on the left, or we can switch it up a little bit, which is always pretty, and we can put it on the right. So lots of options here. So let's put a little Tombow on here, and let's get this inside our card, and this completes this project. Now, if you want to stamp, you have sending warm wishes. We could easily come in and do relax and enjoy. Just to know you earned it. In fact, let's stamp that relax and enjoy. And actually, you know, I don't have never mind. I don't have a block big enough to put that on because it's a long stamp, but that would be really cute on the inside. So here is our replication in a different color. And this is again from the same designer series paper pack, the Floral Impressions. And I made it using all the different patterns. So we have Strawberry Slush, we have Misty Moonlight, Crushed Curry, Highland Heather, and Daffodil Delight. So how cute are all of those? Isn't that cute? So you can see I used just a note, and I used all the different papers from the paper pack. Hi, Joanne, welcome. And they're bright, they're cheery. This would also make an absolutely adorable gift set. Oh, I don't think you can see it. I'm out of the, let's see. Can you see that better now? I had them out of the screen. Sorry about that. Thanks, Joan. I'm glad you like those. Now, again, this will be the completed card in your Creatively Inked kit this month. So if you would like to receive one of these, I would love to make a Creatively Inked kit for you and get it sent off. Today is actually the 20th, which means it's the last day to subscribe. Tomorrow I will order all the remaining supplies needed, and I'll work on getting these out to you. So what do you think? Which one is your favorite? Do you like the sunflowers with the crushed curry, the foliage with the Daffodil Delight, the blues, the purples, or the pink? Do you have a favorite? Tell me which one you love the most. I know there's a little bit of a delay, so. Oh, thanks. I see lots of hearts and thumbs up. Thank you. Do you have a favorite color? I'll give everyone a minute to get caught up because I can see on my side I've just now showed all the colors to you. So no one has a favorite color? I'm not sure which one I love the most, but it might be either this one, Daffodil Delight, or Strawberry Slush. Although, I don't know, the Misty Moonlight is really pretty too. I honestly don't know. I would be delighted with any of them. All right, so no one has a favorite color. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed seeing this project today, and I hope you give it a try. If you are on the fence about your Notes and Totes bundle, I encourage you to get it. I don't think you're going to regret it. I think you're going to love it. And I am going to continue to enjoy creating with it because it's nice and summery. Now, I am also going to be offering a day summer retreat, and we're going to use the Notes and Totes bundle for that. So stay tuned for information. We are going to have a virtual option and an in-person option. How fun is that? So I can't wait to share this with you even more. So Janet says she can't just pick one. I know, they're so pretty and colorful, aren't they? I know, I love them too. So thanks so much everyone for joining me today. I hope you have an amazing weekend. I am actually going to do house chores this weekend, boo, and it's going to be super, super hot. So I may even be down in my office creating where I'm nice and cool. So I hope you enjoy your weekend. I hope you enjoyed today's project, and I will look forward to seeing you next week. And don't forget, today's the last day to get this. Oh, let me show you one last time. Today's the last day to get this kit. So I hope you enjoyed seeing this. Bye.